Hi, I'm Dana Weeks, and joining me today is Jeff Kennedy, Elliott Wave International's Chief Commodity Analyst and editor of Commodity Junctures and Traders Classroom. Good to see you, Jeff.
Hello, Dana.
I want to look a little closer at trading with Elliott waves today. And to begin with, how can you tell if there's a third wave early in formation, or rather another 1-2 sequence forming?
That's actually an excellent question, Dana. Typically, if we're working, say, after a 5-wave move up and a 3-wave decline for waves 1 and 2, if we immediately move into wave 3, then the angle of that advance many times will be much more steep than what was experienced in the initial wave or wave 1. Now, if you're actually working a series of 1s and 2s, for example, 1, 2, 1, 2, and that would give way to a wave 3 of 3 price move, which would be very volatile, where prices move very, very far in a very short period of time. Typically, what we see in both of those wave 2 corrections will be a similar pattern. For example, wave 1 up followed by a zigzag, and then another wave 1 up followed by another zigzag. Oftentimes, that's a clue to Elliottians that you're about to embark on a wave 3 of 3 price move.
Okay, so in a third wave, are there other tools that you use to help confirm that it is actually, in fact, a third wave?
Oh, absolutely. One of the things that I look at more from a technical perspective or momentum perspective is I like to see very high RSI values. Above 65, 70, 75. Those types of momentum readings provided by RSI are a good indication that you are indeed in a third wave price move. Another thing I like to look for would be candlesticks that have very large or very long real bodies. That's also another clue that you're in a wave 3 price move.
And finally, Jeff, how do you determine if a fifth wave is likely to extend, which is often the case in commodities?
Excellent question, and that's one I often receive. For me, the biggest clue is volume. Many times when you're working just a straight impulsive move to the upside, for example, waves 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, typically you'll see most volume or the most volume in your wave 3 price move. And then as prices pull back and begin to advance in wave 5, you'll see volume actually diminish. Well, if you're working a 5-wave move where you may have, say, for example, that 5th wave extension that you spoke about, then one of the clues that we can look at is volume, because if volume is greater in that 5th wave move, odds are it will indeed extend.
All right. Thank you so much, Jeff. It's always a pleasure.
My pleasure, Dana.